Interesting.
Okay.
It's
And
nothing
about
serious.
what?
She was just like, huh, you have a new friend because she saw me in a VC with you. I was like, huh? I was like, huh? And then I was confused what she meant, and then she clarified it, and I said, I haven't. It's not new that I've known you, Lotus. I've known you for like a year, and she's like, oh,
Yeah.
okay. And I said, what about it? And she said nothing. And then I was like, what? Do you not like Lotus? She said, yeah, yeah, best friends, Lotus. I'm like, what the fuck? I was so confused with that situation.
The stream? Huh?
Streamer started. Okay, cool.
Where?
Send it into the server. This bomb so heavy, man. Oh my gosh, this bomb. This literal bomb. Right, that's so heavy, man.
Oh, fuck's sake.
That's the last one, right? That's the one right now. Cool, I'm gonna send it to my friend. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was told that it's gonna be BO5. I mean, it's grand finals. Grand finals usually are BO5s. Fair enough. Uh, I see. I see. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Yo, Zaptor. Mm-mm-mm. Gotta love it that in one of my in my friends list, I'm friends with someone called Jesus Christ. That's always cool.
Oh, yeah, perfect.
I mean, I think I was friends with someone called Johnny Sins. That actually made me laugh.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
Oh, thank you very much, man. Yeah, I'm online. I'm online. Oh wait, yeah, yeah, yeah. I know what you're talking about. Lulus, come online. Yeah, I have you friended, right?
I think so, yeah.
No, you probably have. I probably don't have you friended. What rank are you right now?
Diamond 4.
Go D4. I'm gonna scroll down. Oh, I do have you friended. All right. Yeah, I can invite you when you come online.
Yep, on the way.
Oh, just okay. I'm guessing people are my. Oh, no, I need to go on my Smurf, I guess. Yeah, you have my Smurf friended, right, Ludus?
What Edo?
Should be Emerald 3.
Yeah, sure, I do.
Yeah. Right.
But what? Why do you need my? Huh? My.
Because I'm gonna add you into the spectator area.
Yeah, but I can also go on my main for that now.
you. Raf, add me in. I am. I literally have typed. Is there something? There's something wrong. I don't know what's. Yeah, see. Oh yeah, and Lulus, we have information like. Oh yeah, you don't have my Smurf. All right. Give me a sec. I'll get you.
Oh, I do.
You do. Then come online and so I can add you into the thing.
Oh yeah, sure.
Or you could just watch it from the stream. That's another thing.
No, that's fine.
Wait, is Lucy gonna still be in the spectator area or not? Okay, cool.
I'm online.
Hey, all I have to say, guys, is type L host in the chat because that was not me, man. It's the host being late in time. That's not me. And also type L Soheb because Soheb was in a ranked match.
Perfect.
That's tough, man. It really do be like that sometimes, Prime Zord. Can't really start when there's two people missing, my friend. It's still not online. So
I don't have a Southeast Asian account, but
I'm not in SEA either. This is my Smurf. My Smurf is not on SEA.
yeah, but I sent you my. I'll send you my ID real quick.
Yeah, I'm gonna add you.
Yeah, been killing. Oh, whoops. Chat. Oh no, wait.
Added you.
My Smurf account? Fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Are you confusing me?
No. I thought you said you had me friended, or I thought you had my Smurf friended on your account.
I never said that. Wait, give me a second.
Wait. Lucifer is still here. What's happening, Rafa? Now? Isn't Lucifer not supposed to be here? Have you added me back yet?
Yes, no.
Yep.
Oh, okay. I got kicked again.
Try and search for Lucifer because he's not supposed to be here.
I get kicked. Unlucky. I mean, I'm not in right now.
Yeah. Yeah, go in now. Come into
Yeah,
spectators.
I can't switch for some reason. Wait, invite me again. Invite me again. I couldn't switch for some reason. So confused.
I'm gonna go crazy. So please.
Professional.
Thank you. All right, now we need one more space so we can get ready. Sorry for this technical issues, guys. Not supposed to be this bad. Come on now. Nah, he's fine. He's fine.
I am muted. Fuck. I got chat banned on this account. Unlucky.
All right then. So, hello guys. This is Grand Finals, Team Kavin versus Team Cubs, and it is BidWars 3.0. One of the casters being me, Xenonite, and the other caster being Lolus, also known as Zuya. So,
Yes, hello.
let's start. Let's get into this. Let's start this game. Let's start this game. So I don't know what's wrong with Soheb right now. Let's just connect. All right then. So it's finally started. What are the few bands you think that should start? They should ban.
Olaf for blue set for sure. Senna is a pretty known ban. Gragas is also a pretty good one.
Why? What's your reasonings for that?
Gragas is just a general good flex pick. A lot of
yeah, because he can essentially be played top,
and he's really strong.
Mid, support as well.
Really
so Lee Sin ban, what do you think about that?
Not really needed. Lee Sin isn't that great because it's tank meta, tank/bruiser meta. And what the fuck is Lee Sin gonna kick a fucking full tank Sion? Yeah, lucky.
But the Ezreal ban, I kind of understand because watching the BidWars, there's been a lot of Ezreal being played, and I think Ezreal has a really good win rate during these games, so I understand him being banned. What's your opinion on Zed being banned?
Zed also not really needed since also we have the mage meta, mage tank meta, right? So it's Zed isn't really fitting into that criteria. Maybe as a second ban phase, then would be a lot better. Same goes for Ezreal.
But for Morgana, I understand the Morgana ban because of the fact that Morgana gives people Black Shield, which kind of screws over certain CCs. She also just has consistent damage from her W. Her Dark Binding is really obnoxious if you can land it, and then her ultimate is kind of the best get me tool. One of the better get me tools in the game.
Yeah, but what we see here is a lot of picks are open, and really strong picks are open, like Aatrox.
Yeah, like Aatrox, Lilia, Zoe,
Gragas, Kha'Zix's first pick. Okay.
Kha'Zix's first pick is interesting. Camille first pick as well.
Camille is really good. Camille is pretty strong in the current meta.
Yeah, especially the changes. That makes sense.
So the next second pick would have been probably Galio, but they go for Braum.
Oh, they'll go for Braum. Yeah, Galio, Camille makes sense. I know what you're talking about. And then they pick Garen and What's that going to be last? It's going to be Tristana. Okay.
Interesting.
I don't know. Yeah, Yone's been left open. Pranay. I agree with you. I don't know why Yone's been left open. Yone, there's too many.
There's also Gwen and Lilia open. There's also Gwen.
Lilia's open. Zoe's open. Aatrox. What's the blue haired girl? Gwen's open as well. There's so many power picks.
For sure. They're all just getting ignored right now.
Karma's open as well. I've just remembered. Yeah, Karma's also open. Like Yumi's open. There's so many power picks being open. They banned Karma.
For sure. There was a lot of strong champions ignored in this entire draft phase. Especially first pick Kha'Zix. I mean, this should show that COB is a Kha'Zix one trick. LT would not first pick Kha'Zix. Or you have some pretty good team comp in mind that enables him pretty good.
They banned Gwen. Yep, that's one of the strong top laners that have gone from the map now.
Gwen
They're
jungle
still based on the board, so yeah, Gwen jungle. So yeah, that's true. Also, Gwen mid is decent as well.
You see a lot more Gwen jungle since you are safer to farm. You can't get bullied that easy.
And also Lulu ban. I mean, that's good with Tristana being there. Banning the Lulu is also good with that, in my opinion. What's the last ban? Veigar. You see, I've seen certain Veigars throughout this. As throughout watching the Indian tournaments, I actually don't really understand the Veigar ban.
I mean, here it makes a lot of sense in the circumstances that blue side wants to run into red side. And they can't if red side picks a Veigar. Darius
is picked. This is.
Yeah. So that's gonna be a Camille jungle probably, and a Darius against Garen top lane. Maybe we'll also see a Darius jungle since he got buffed 2 patches ago for the jungle with 200%.
Well, I'm pretty sure they nerfed his jungle clear though, didn't they?
No, they buffed the jungle clear for Darius.
Yeah, but I'm almost certain that they. I'm almost certain that they nerfed it like last patch or the patch before.
No, they haven't.
My bad, man.
Yeah, it's a good matchup for Darius, that's for sure. Okay, they decided to go for a brand, I like it. Brand is really undervalued most of the time, especially against 3 melee champions that like to group up in teamfight.
I mean, the 3 melee champions, I'm guessing you're adding in Braum?
Exactly.
Okay, cool. Because I was going to say, hey, Caitlyn does not look melee to me. Well, what happened?
No clue.
Last pick deciding. Oh, he glitched. Oh, okay, fair enough.
Okay.
I would just say go into not blind pick. What's the other one? The one where you just get free picks and you can just go through like that. You know how? Do you remember? It's like in PvP how you can just pick any hero you want. That they should just go onto that.
Yeah, they are doing it right now. Blind pick. That's what they're doing.
Yeah, blind pick. Okay.
Once a Vandal Gunner, always a Vandal Gunner.
Okay, looking at both sides, what do you think is going to be a good pick? Like, no, that's the wrong thing. Who do you think is going to win after seeing their drafts?
Let me see the last pick from red side and then I can tell you more about it.
What's your opinion on the center support though?
I don't really see it fitting since you're very heavy AD.
Exactly.
So I don't really like it.
They went Ziggs. They go Ziggs mid.
So Ziggs mid lane.
Yeah.
So for the damage, I think Ziggs is really good here, just because Camille can play side lanes with Darius, and Ziggs can ulti, Caitlyn can ulti, and they have a little bit of global assistance, right?
Also, the fact that I would take Red as. I actually agree. I think Red is going to win. Also because of the fact that no one on the opposite team can reach the Caitlyn and Ziggs except from the Kha'Zix, and you have a Braum on your team. So it's not like the Kha'Zix is going to be able to get 3 kills at the back line.
Yeah, for sure. I think we will see a lot of fighting here, though. This game will be pretty chaotic from the team comps wise, at least. Yeah, it's very easy to make Darius useless, true. But at the same time, not really.
And the only reason why I agree with you that it's easy to make Darius useless is mainly because of the fact that they have a lot of CC on the team. Like they have the root from Senna, they have the stun from Brand. You know.
Yeah, they can catch Darius a lot. They can catch Darius really good here, but
I personally don't believe that is even. I think it's more skewed to the red side, but that's my opinion, I guess.
For laning phase, I think the most trading will be on top lane, on Darius and Garen. On bot lane, there shouldn't be much happening. The Braum will start roaming probably after level 5. I would guess, at least. Lane swap is possible before Dragon with the Kevin going mid lane and the Ziggs going side lane, but it's not the best. I think they will stay like this, they won't swap lanes.
Brand's losing hard early. Wow.
Yeah, he gets outranged.
Okay, there's a scuttle. There's going to be a scuttle fight. It looks like there's going to be a scuttle fight. Kha'Zix is half HP. Braum is
They can't
low.
contest the step. They can't.
Yeah, they're getting zoned out from the skull crab, and it looks like red side can get the first scuttle game.
For sure. I think Camille can go.
Oh,
for
maybe
double
maybe it could be a steal from Kha'Zix. No, it's not.
No, he won't go for it. If he goes for it, he dies. He's going for it. Yeah, I'm gonna steal it. Camille could go double crab here if she wanted to. Because Braum was coming out of base and he would have been there before Senna was. But since Garen is prior, it's gonna be hard. I would say team comps are pretty even right now. The Kali is probably gonna risk after his camp now. In my opinion, he should do that to get us to the house right, since he's really strong in the other game. He's not gonna do that though. He's going for a mid lane gank, or top lane gank. Camille seems to path into mid lane again. Maybe a mid lane fight now.
Okay, so is it 1-for-1 trade?
It's a 1-for-1. Camille might die here actually.
No, she won't die.
Okay, no. Braum flash.
Oh, actually, it might. No, never mind. It's
Kha'Zix still has flash. Kha'Zix still has flash. They'll push out this wave and then probably opt into a weak one. No, Kha'Zix seems to be continuing to farm.
It looks like Tristan is rotating bot side, but getting soon off by the king. Oh, there might be a 1v1. No.
I mean, they both
doesn't look like.
damage. Oh,
Yeah, they did.
Dead.
Yeah, Caitlin's dead.
That was a really nice root button. Really nice flash.
Yeah, but Senna really did get a good root on the Caitlyn. Top side again. Oh, if I was the Darius, I probably would have stayed putting on pressure, because Garen would have had to flash out or he dies.
As for team fight, I think no one of them is really ahead in team fights. Tristana will be very scary since she's gonna be really strong, scaling very well. But the 6 can outrange pretty much everyone.
And the Brand is killed again because the Brand is out of position, and it's gone onto the Ziggs. Oh,
way too aggressive.
This is one of the worst situations you want. You don't want to have Ziggs start to scale. Oh, solo Bolo top side.
Okay,
Nice by Garen.
Solo kill. has a solo kill from the Garen, that's very nice.
Mm.
I think taking Ghost here on Darius is the wrong play. I think taking Barrier and Fleet Footwork is a little bit better for laning phase. So you can't die level 5.
Well, who? What are you talking about? Top sides? Or?
Yeah, Darius should take Fleet Footwork and Barrier, so he does not die on level 5, 6, 7. And later he just goes for the long fights after his first item. You should just win those fights. You will see the Camille going for the Herald and the Kha'Zix going for Dragon. Mountain Dragon is really, really strong though, in the current state of the game and the meta. The good thing is though, they Red Side has a lot of true damage on the Camille and Darius.
To be honest with you, I personally believe that Red Side should have been trying to force to get Mountain Drake, because Mountain Drake with the certain heroes that they have would make them too obnoxious to kill. Like think about Camille having Mountain Drake or Darius having Mountain Drake. You know, those type of heroes. Oh, there could be a kill. And there's a kill. What's called Darius has been killed by the Garen. Oh, Camille could? No, Camille's fine. Oh, the Senna has killed himself? Yep, it's a 1-for-1 trade. 2-for-1 trade.
So personally, in my general experience, I like it more when my top laner continues pushing top lane. So he can get like the tower to 2000 HP, so it's basically one shot of so many as you can have. So this won't happen. Because you wouldn't have needed to stay for the
secures a kill on the Ziggs. It looks like Caitlyn and Braum is clearing both side. They won't be able to get the T3 tower there.
But from now on you will see Kha'Zix snowballing really, really well. Also, the Braum does not seem to go for a Dawn Shroud yet, which is the counter item to Kha'Zix at the moment, because it completely counters off the ultimate Kha'Zix. Just very strong item. Maybe and hopefully Braum will opt into that soon. Otherwise you will see the Garen going for that Trinity. I think the safe choice is the Black Cleaver.
Black Cleaver.
Getting some armor pen, especially since they are pretty AD heavy with Camille, Caitlyn, Darius.
Plus Senna's building Manamune, which would indicate that she's going ADC, but she's not. So that's interesting.
No, Manamune is a pretty fine build for supports. You get a lot of mana.
Yeah, but you could also go BC because of the fact that look at the team.
She will probably go for a Cleaver second. Yeah.
Yeah, it's second, but you could have. Fine. No, I guess that we just agree to disagree, because I would have thought BC would have been as a first item.
I mean, it's fine, sure, but so far they don't have as much armor. So the Guardian enchant is on.
Yeah, it's the best. It's Laksha. It's the best of 5. Yes.
You can also go Dawn Shot on Braum. That's kind of the thing, since the stun also works on your pet. You can also rock it with that. Otherwise you see Kha'Zix going for the bot lane gank. I think this Kha'Zix will be snowballing really well here. The good thing is Red Side has a lot of ways to shut him down. With the Braum, with the Caitlyn ult that reveals him out of Invis, and Camille ult, exactly. Yeah. They have a lot of ways to shut down the Kha'Zix.
The Ziggs should really leave this top. He's dead. Never mind. Because the Ziggs should really leave that tower. I mean, the good thing is the tower is taken. Oh, Darius is going great. Never mind, rooted.
You see here the Hullbreaker on the Garen. So
he's not able to push it. Yeah, so Hullbreaker on Garen right now makes no sense right now.
No, it's really good since he can snowball sidelines now and will never lose the 1v1 against Darius, since he's a lot.
Yeah, but he's team fighting with He's team fighting with it. Oh,
Exactly.
he's dead.
But he can group after tier 1 mid lane falls. Now he can go silence again without any struggles.
Also, one of the people in the chat, I will talk for you, okay? He says, you certainly can run the Dawn Shroud on Brom, and it could actually be better. But I understand in Brom's situation where you want to reduce heal sustain and has no other availability. I'm also I'm personally a person against running Protector's Vow, because Protector's Vow procs off of literally anything. So I'm personally not a person that actually enjoy people running Protector's Vow, because their passive can actually just be wasted by literally minion hitting you, jungle monsters hitting you. Yeah, I'm never going to be a fan of that. I am.
So I think it will be interesting what enchants they will decide to go for the Braum, especially for the Camille. There's just a lot of good options, decent options.
I just
enjoy
looking. Okay, blue side is taking a Drake. I just enjoyed the fact that red side has full Merc Treads. All 4 of them, except from the Ziggs, have Merc Treads, all of them. Oh,
yeah. They have Merc
Nice
Treads against 3 CC abilities, and the one is a silence. It's not technically a CC ability, I think. Don't know how it's still. So I think Plated Steakers would have been here a much better choice.
Plated Steam Clubs would have been really good because of the fact that does Plated Steel Caps only deal reduced 15% of auto attack damage?
Yeah, auto attack damage counts also for towers and minions, by the way, and for jungle creeps.
Okay, so then that would only mean like when they're getting attacked by the Tristana.
Yeah, but it also I mean Kha'Zix also does at least one auto attack in his combo. A Senna does a lot of auto attacks, and the Garen also does at least one auto attack. I
completely blanked out and forgot about Senna being there. You're right. You're actually right about that now.
And especially since they don't have a lot of magic damage and neither a lot of CC, just they play the Steakers are the better choice.
Yeah, you just tune up into the first game, man. It's 0-0. But it looks like blue is starting to pull ahead. Actually, I'm actually very curious. How many stacks does she have?
Senna.
Yeah, the Senna has how many stacks? That's what I'm curious about.
58.
How do you see it? Oh no, 38. It's 38, not 58. Okay.
Yeah.
She has 38 stacks.
38 stacks on the Senna. That is pretty.
15% crit. 15.
Yeah, but I think you could have
missed.
up to 40 now at this point of game. If you went fleet footwork, since you have a lot more survivability lane, you can also walk up 4 stacks way easy.
Sure.
So I think going fleet footwork would be Other than that, we will see the Camille going for the Bramble West. This Bramble West won't be very useful if he does not upgrade it to the Formail. I think if the Camille upgrades it to the Formail, and she has to hit an E, that's like one of the important parts about Formail, right? You have to hit your E's, which is really hard against Kha'Zix and Tristana.
Because with all their movement abilities, with Tristana having W and ult to knock you away, also the fact that Kha'Zix has his W and also can ult away as well. So yeah, I agree with you. Oh, nice!
They get a really nice kitchen there. It's a really nice kitchen.
Oh, Darius is going to... Oh, okay, Darius just backs off, okay.
It's also a really nice catch. Now they
really
just
need... I agree.
Yeah, they just need to get back into game. They are currently about 3k gold behind, 4k gold almost. which is pretty rough for 40 minutes. The game is riding in such a cover. You can still hold like this. There it goes to the ROM and Kavin get dove and die. I mean, you can go the armor penetration one, the mortal reminder part. That is one that's pretty decent since you do deal a lot of 80 damage. And the 80 it gives you is also very nice.
Oh, the Tristana gets away. Oh, not Tristana, the Camille gets away barely on 1%. Oh, and look at the Darius. Look at the Darius. That Darius creating a win con. This is really nice. He's also built Ballbreaker himself, Darius, and he's decided he's just gonna start split pushing. Although I still don't agree with Darius going Trinity Force. I think BC would have been better in this situation.
Probably, but if he wants to match Garen somehow on the sideline, he has to go for the Hullbreaker, else he's just never gonna do anything against the Garen.
Yeah, he has
to go Hullbreaker. Yeah, but Hullbreaker really only good when you are already winning sidelines. Darius is currently this was a really nice pull by Darius. And they do get the Senna.
They get the Senna. One for one trade right now.
Okay, they also get the Kha'Zix.
Oh, they don't get the Drake. And his fan is going, and everything is going downhill. Oh my gosh. Caitlyn's dead too. Game over.
It was a really nice start of fight. Just the focus was a bit off by the team, since half of the team was attacking the dragon and the other half was going for the Senna. And
exactly.
They only traded 1-for-1 there. So that was kind of rough there. I think if they focus their attacks a bit better, they can win this
one of
fight.
the person in the chat said, I think Darius just needs to stay in side lane and distract Garen, because if you take away Garen from team fight, there's no one in front line that can prevent you from reaching backline without being threatened. That is completely true. I do agree that that could be a way that Garen can affect the game.
That is true, but how is Red Side going to enter anything without the frontline Garen? The Camille can't face tag anything. The Camille is getting one-shotted by the Kha'Zix Senna. That is currently the frontline tank for.
If you, I'm telling you this now, do not run Divine Sunrun on Darius. It's not needed. You really don't need to run Divine Sunrun.
You either opt into a Black Cleaver.
You either go Black Cleaver or Trinity Force. You do not need Divine Sunrun. Black Cleaver gives you the armor penetration, so that's why it's good at. And Trinity Force gives you the attack speed, which is why it's actually used a lot. And it gives you the Sheen proc. You do not need Divine Sundra, because Darius himself is a tank buster, so why would you run a tank busting item on a hero that already tank busts? Makes no sense.
So Borg, as I saw this in the chat, Borg is not a good item here for Darius, since he is the only frontline champion for Red Side here.
Exactly.
Camille isn't as tanky as you think she is. Especially not against a Kha'Zix, Tristana, Brand. It just melts tanks completely.
And you building Borg here means that you are essentially deciding to go less tanky, and that's what he was essentially trying to say. That's what Lotus is trying to say.
You're just very squishy. You are squishy already since you built into the... You went squishy already since you don't have barriers. You went for the Ghost, and you also went for Trinity Force. So you are really squishy already, and building a Borg here is pretty useless.
They don't have much time.
Makes you very.
Doesn't really need a cleaver in team fight. I kind of disagree. Darius going Black Cleaver into this team means that everyone on his team does more damage as well. That's the other thing. And it allows him to do more. It allows himself to do damage, and it also nice. But there's not much you can really do about that with that ability.
Black Cleaver gives percentage armor pen, up to I think 15% or something.
Black Cleaver doesn't give flat armor pen. You're thinking of lethality if you say flat armor pen.
No, yeah, it gives a percentage.
Yes.
Electrical gives percentage armor pen, I think up to 50%, and it's 3% per stack, and it stacks up to 6 stacks.
Yes, 24%. It's not 18, it's 24. You said 3, I think it's 4 or...
3% per stack, I think, and it's up to 6 stacks.
I'm certain it's... Sure.
Not sure. So the Braum is splitting off his team right now, getting the...
No, it's 4, this reduces armor by 4, stacking
so
6 times.
Kavin is going here into the backline, almost one-shotting the Caitlyn completely, getting ulted by the Darius. Get him.
The now, Darius is going crazy.
Darius is going for the 1v9 play, killing 2 people.
Senna, oh, come here. Okay, actually,
they get the Elder Dragon here. They get the Elder Dragon. That's very nice. This is really strong.
Darius should go to the other side of the lane, the top side, and I should just push because there's no one who could abuse him in the lane now. How long do they have? 30 seconds? Yeah, I believe they should get one in here by the time 30 seconds is up.
I really like the Caitlyn flash, and because instead of flashing away from the Kha'Zix, the Caitlyn flashed into her team, which made her not being isolated, which is like a pretty,
that was a very
pretty simple play. Which is pretty simple, most people think, but in heat of situations, I think a lot of people forget that. And now they are going for the end here, or they're going for tier 3 here, and they should back off now. Yes. Caitlyn respawns. They have numbers advantage now for 35 seconds, which is pretty strong, pretty good.
Not only that, they have Elder Drake, so it means the blue side cannot take a team fight because they will lose. And then lastly, that's the worst thing about that is now Red really just gets a free chance of getting Baron, and now they're gonna have to deal with the pressure of Baron and Elder Drake at one time. It's gonna be really hard for Blue to come back from this. This is a great play from Red side though, because from not being able to execute your game plan early and still being able to do it mid to late is really good, man. But yeah, carry on.
So they will start the Baron here now. I think this is a pretty bad call, because the Baron reduces armor, magic resist, and damage. So if Blue Sets wants to fight this, they can. And they decide to fight after. Decide to fight after the Dragon, and this is gonna be a really interesting fight. Kha'Zix gets a lot of isolated targets though, taking a lot of Qs, getting a lot of damage here, jumping into a Caitlyn shot though. Tristana is kiting though, having full lethal tempo stacks, and is probably going to kill almost everyone. Camilla's getting out. Red side still got the Baron though.
Actually, and Kilmer should have stayed there because bot side is actually pushing into the lane. Kilmer wasn't paying attention to that. I guess also they needed to clear their own waves, so that's another thing. But I was saying that they should have stopped the Tristana and Senna from doing anything because their waves being pushed in.
So for the next fight, you will see Red side having all summoners ready. They have all flashes ready besides the Braum flash, all exhausts, all ignites, everything. And for the blue side, you will see have 2 flashes down, and probably an ignite and heal, even though they have pretty slow, low cooldown, so they probably will be ready. But you will see a huge flash advantage on the red side. I think if red side plays this correctly, they can close this out. The thing just is now, the brand has reached 4 items, almost 5.
This is gonna mean he's almost at the stage where you can just pretty much
and
delete one person from the team fight.
And the problem is, red side has no magic resistance.
What's this?
They have 0 magic resistance.
Except from Braum going a little bit. Actually, no. Red side has some magic resistance.
Red side has the Force of Nature and Demon Lords.
Force of Nature and Dawnbreaker as well, I guess.
So now they find a catch on the brand. This is really huge. Now the only AP damage source of blue side is dead, and they are basically full armor, which is really well. Red will reset here and probably go for the Elder Dragon right out of base. Ziggs and Braum will be clearing mid lane. Blue side is really gonna struggle here now.
Got the Scuttle as well, which means that they have good vision onto Dragon as well.
What I find really strange though is the Tristana not having an Infinity Edge, missing out on a lot of damage. Instead went for the Navori's Quick Bait, which is a wrong play, I think. Navori Quick Bait does not have as much value, since it just only gives you cooldown reduction. And what does this cooldown reduction effectively do? Your cooldowns up almost up to 20.
Oh, and this is a bad thing because the fact that look at the team is not together. Oh,
a really nice kill. Half HP.
Okay, they get a kill on. They
Brand is back now, though. Brand is back now. Brand is back, and Brand can flash in here. No, he does not have flash, but Brand is back if he finds anything now.
And the Kha'Zix secures the kill.
Kha'Zix is going to kill. Kha'Zix could have chased it, and I think he could have killed everyone.
Oh, tower.
Tower. Oh, the Nexus is falling.
Tower.
It's one shot. Okay, they lost.
Oh, that's such a bad way to go, man. Blue team wins.
They forgot about the mid lane wave, and
yes, that's one of the things that I've been thinking about, and I think I have spoken a little bit about it throughout the time commentating here. They need to shove wave before they do any type of objectives and stuff like that, because they tend to forget it, and it just destroyed their base because they just forgot about minions pushing it. It's a best of 5, so it could be up to 5 games.
So it's 4 more matches at max.
Yeah.
You will see the Brand dealing most damage in game here, which is not really surprising, since it's the only AP source, and the only magic resist they have is the Braum with some 50-50 split items, and the Darius with a Force of Nature. It's basically all the magic resistance they had, because I don't really count Mercs in there, because he had Red Stuff, right? Red Stuff gives a lot of magic pen, 45%. So basically 50% of their magic resistance got reduced anyways. So they had basically 0 magic resistance in my opinion.
So who do you think is your MVP for this game?
It probably is CUB, because they snowballed the early game really well. Got a lot of catches here. He just played with his lead very well, just threw a bit in the mid to late game.
I personally believe it's actually Garen, mainly because Garen really did kind of neutralize the Darius, even though most of the time you would actually say that the Darius should win in lane, and he was able to beat the Darius in lane and then start forcing his will onto the other team, whether it's in team fights, killing the backline or killing the jungle. Like he was always there, always causing problems for the other team, and the team just couldn't kill him because he was just that far ahead.
So,
but yeah, now we're back into the thing.
So back into
Galio first ban. Okay,
Galio first ban. I like this a lot. Galio is a really good disengaged champion for a lot of really strong champions at the moment.
Exactly that, and
he
also
gives a lot of value. He gives a lot of value to the entire team.
Yeah, and also I was gonna say that it also allows you to pick AP assassin mids, because Galio does really counter them.
Yeah, I don't think that's really the big problem, since they are still fine in laning phase, right? Because the only AP assassins that are meta right now is Kassadin. He can just dash away after level 5. There's not a big problem after that, because he...
What about Akali? Akali not?
Akali is fine with farming. Akali can farm safely. I don't think Galio mid lane is the meta right now. I think you will see a lot more Galio support with some safe AD carry and the Galio roaming around the map.
Vex
being able
ban,
with global ult to...
Vex ban is which makes sense, because during this India BidWars, I've seen too many Vexes going crazy. The Lee Sin and Veigar ban is still kind of questionable. The ban on Kha'Zix makes sense because they don't want. Oh wait, no, it's on CUB's team. Cubs team that
I don't think the Kha'Zix ban or the Veigar ban are really good. I don't know about Lee Sin. I think they're just scared of the Kavin playing the Lee Sin. Maybe he's just a really good player on the Lee Sin. I haven't seen him play so far.
Fair enough.
But if he is a one-trick, it's always not that bad when a one-trick champion, right? You will see the Fiora first pick here. The Fiora first pick is a really often seen thing. You will, she's just a very dominant laner, gets countered by a very few champions, especially in the current meta. One of the biggest counters at the current meta is the Renekton, probably. With the new buffs, he is pretty good. Another counter would be Jace or Jax, which are both also pretty good. Jax is more of a skill matchup though.
Ezreal's been picked up as well. One of the better scaling champions, really safe. Can also just and really just poke in the backline. He's big, and he's also safe because of the fact that he has a on-demand dash, and he just scales really hard with each item that he gets. Riven could be flexed into. Oh, forgot to say, Fiora can be flexed from top and jungle or even mid. Same with Riven. She can play 3 lanes as well. So
I like this core Q6 a lot. Just a lot of AP damage, since the magic resistance items aren't that good. They will bring a lot of value to the team. They have a lot of roam potential and long range. They can zone them off. They have pretty good mobility with a knockback on the 6W. I think what blue side should ban here is a Yuumi, since that will really disable some of the potential the Ezreal Yuumi lane has. Right, with the safe laning and then the Yuumi just
Camille banned. Camille is banned. I'm guessing they just don't want Kavin on the Camille again.
The Camille is also pretty good against Garen because of the true damage, right? Camille is just a really strong champion with the recent patches, recent buffs. They're really strong. The bonus damage gets converted into true damage now is a really huge change. And now you will see the 1k true damage numbers a lot more often than before.
Brand being banned, I guess they just given it was another like respect ban as well. They banned
I don't think the brand is a good ban here though, since they outrange the brand pretty hard. The brand is not gonna be able to hit any spells or connect to anywhere. Also, they have a lot of range, so they can split up easily and not instantly build off position because they have mobility on their carries so far. So they can easily reposition with abilities if they want to.
And then Gwen ban. I mean, I guess they. Oh, Gwen ban is actually kind of decent because of the fact that it stops Garen from just being too tanky, and also just deals with any potential tanks on the opposite team. And then Karma just stops like Fiora or Darius or any other of the like carries from being too obnoxious because of the amount of shields that she gets.
Yes.
And then Darius is picked. I guess they're gonna do another Darius versus Garen lane. Irelia is picked. Irelia is a real, to me, Irelia is an ego pick. You only pick Irelia if you think you are better than the other mid laner. And Nami is being picked as well. I guess Thresh was AFK, so
I really don't like this Nami pick though. If this was on purpose, since she gets outranged, the poke counters her pretty hard. What is she gonna disengage of? She will only use it for ult engages. And I think the laning phase will be pretty weak now against a Ziggs fresh lane. I'm guessing that's fresh Ziggs bot lane. So okay. So apparently, if I understand this right, the Irelia pick wasn't on purpose.
Oh yeah, apparently Irelia was the person who picked Irelia was AFK, so it's not that.
Apparently, yeah.
We're having some technical issues, guys. Sorry for that.
I long for a worthy opponent.
So it will actually be a Darius jungle this time. This is very interesting.
Darius jungle.
It's a Darius jungle.
So the Darius jungle. So it's Fiora versus Garen top. That is so skewed to the Fiora, in my opinion, because the Garen. I just think it's that. I just think the Fiora just wins that lane, that matchup.
Yes.
Really.
I think going Grasp on Fiora here is the wrong choice though, since you want that extended fight with the Conqueror. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Prefer that extended fight, and just with 2 items you can just one-shot the general with Conqueror. I think Grasp is the wrong rune, but it makes your laning a bit stronger, so you don't feel as comfortable on Fiora.
It's Yasuo mid, by the way. So what's your opinion on
They are full AD.
That's actually true, yeah. They are full
AD.
So the Garen, the Darius, the Fiora, and the Thresh has full opportunity to just go full armor.
Also Thresh scales with armor, which will make him very, very tanky this game. Scales with armor. Fiora is a really good user of Death Dance. Same goes for Darius.
I want to see one of them go Iceborne Gauntlet and just stack armor. That would be so.
Yeah, I think that would be the Thresh, if anything.
The Thresh, of course, I know the Thresh could do it, but I was curious if maybe the Fiora or the...
No, the Fiora would not do that. She prefers that damage. She is not... She's scaling very well with 80, right? So true damage scales with 80. There is no reason to tank on her. Bruiser is very good. Fiora has really good options. Can go run wins.
Also Riven jungle. I should have clarified that. Oh, I guess everyone knew that. Darius jungle with Nimbus Cloak is pretty good. It gives you bonus movement speed after smite use.
Yeah, true. You will see Nimbus Cloak picked often on the jungle role. Though, especially on these kind of off-meta champions that don't have that much of gank potential. I think...
Wow, bot side is actually quite low. Whoa, what is going on?
Yes, the Ziggs is really good at poking and punishing lanes. Since
it's bot side.
It's Corki. It's Corki with the air. Going for an engage.
Hey, blue side gets the first kill. Nice hook by Thresh.
That's what I really like about Thresh. You will see Thresh playing really aggressive, and because Thresh's E is just a bit unbalanced in this game, it deals like 300 damage on level 1, and it's absolutely disgusting. So the early game power from Thresh is probably higher than any AD carry in the game at level 1, 2, 3, with all items and stuff. So that is kind of insane always. The Thresh damage is very surprising, I think. To a lot of people. I think personally, taking Ghost on Darius here instead of Flash, so going Smite Ghost, could have also been very nice instead of Flash, obviously. Because you can chase them down. The Riven has a lot of dashes, the Yasuo has a lot of dashes, the Garen has a movement speed that does not let him get slowed. The Ezreal also has a dash, and the Nami has pretty good disengage CC movement. I think with the Ghost you can dodge them easily, the CC abilities from the Nami. And you can also follow them up a little bit easier. You will see a Riven gank here in the bot lane. They don't see it coming at all. The Thresh has no flash. The Thresh has no flash. He's probably going to die.
Thresh is dead.
The 6 is incoming. The Riven is really low. The Corki is not going to get a kill. It was very close though. A lot of investment there. The Yasuo's on bot lane now, going for just helping out, pushing the wave and covering them. Alright. This is okay. Top lane is going pretty even, and if it's going even, the Fiora is winning. Garen needs to punish the Fiora in the early game. On level 1 to 5. That's basically the only way he wins this matchup ever. If he
because as soon as he hits level 5.
Okay, you see the Darius gank here now, the Garen flashes. Flash is not gonna be enough, they power dive them and get him with ease. The Riven is going to come in, but I think this is pretty in. Very nice riposte. Riven is forced to flash, but Yasuo is also forced to flash, and this is really, really good for blue side here. They invested a lot and got nothing from red side here. The Ziggs also should be able to get one mid lane plating, getting a lot of value from that team fight on the top lane. It does not seem to be able to get one plating, but he clears the entire wave, and it has now a really good reset window to reset, get his tier probably, and boots. Otherwise, you will see these Corki package going to be picked up now. I think
this team fight. Me personally, it is Ocean Drake, so I feel like they should really try and force the Rift Herald. Actually, they should always go for Dragon.
I think especially blue side should go for the Herald in this game, especially since they have a 6. They have the Corki package, and the red side's smarter play would have been to go for the Rift Herald. I don't really understand.
The Corki? That was a bad Corki package. And
it's fine, the Garen is walking right through.
Yes, so
the 3 people just straight up walk through the Corki package. Corki is able to 3-hit, 6 is going to be both. They are both still full HP.
Nami's dead.
And they kill everyone, I believe. They kill everyone. Ezreal is getting forced to flash. The Riven survives on 1 HP. The Corki is not gonna be able to. The Ziggs is not gonna be able.
But yeah,
to
that was a really bad package that was just saved by the fact that they had walked into the package because they weren't paying attention.
I think this was still one of the better options since Swap going in will get him one-shotted. So I think this was an okay play. Getting the repositioning there. That they all walked in is it's a bad play, but I think this was the best use of package from the state where he was standing. He shouldn't have been in the Dragon Pit anyway, but also had to do the
They secured the
Garen stole the Rift Herald.
Darius is Darius
is go flashing in, okay. Garen stole the Rift Herald here. Dying for it though. But they have a 6. Okay, they won't force the mid lane.
But blue has split because there's 2 top, 2 mid, and 1 bot side.
Fighting. I think that they should be able to dive this with ease. Get a kill him, and they should be able to get the top tier 1, since only Garen is there, and Garen is not a big match for it.
Nami's getting caught out, but no, the Ziggs dies instead. Oh, the Nami almost dies. And
Nami survives.
Oh, the Thresh survived. Oh, never mind.
This was very well put in.
This is a
mechanically pretty good.
This is an ARAM. Oh my gosh, this is an ARAM.
Yeah,
the Yasuo did mechanic like all of them though. I do agree with that.
Despite this, the blue side is scaling very well, and since the Mountain Drake is really strong, and especially since they already have the Ocean Drake, and they are full AD, the enemies. They should be able to just wait. They don't need to contest this Infernal Drake. They can go for the Herald, go for 2 towers, go top lane tier 1, go mid lane tier 2, something like that. Go top tier 2, mid lane tier 2. Can ignore this Drake. This will be the first Drake for the red side. But since they are full AD and they are stacking armor anyways, waiting for the Mountain Drake here is probably a better play instead of contesting this and flipping these fights, since blue is scaling better anyways, and the red side is really strong in the mid game because of the Riven, because of the Ezreal, because of the Yasuo. They scale really well into the mid game with Yasuo 3 items, the Ezreal 2 items, 3 items, and the Manamune, and the Riven with 2 to 3 items. I think they don't need to contest this dragon if they don't want to, since red side will be scaling.
The Corki package.
Interesting. Strong and big. Okay, going in. Trying to fight this.
Oh,
tried it. As on 1 HP, that was a nice try. Now they don't have package for the Herald though. I don't know what the exact respawn timer is, but it should not be this.
I believe it's 1 minute and 50 seconds is this respawn that time.
Yes, so they don't have package for the dragon. So effectively, blue side has no chance of contesting this dragon here. They should just go for the Herald, take the safe play. They have a 6. They can Herald plus 6W is 1 tower. Directly. So top tier 2 while they are going dragon should be really.
Oh, and Corki has been caught out and ulted and killed by the Yasuo.
This was really well played by the Nami, hitting the ult into bubble, being chained the siege and not being able to do anything.
Exactly. The Yasuo is playing really well this game, I do believe.
Yes. Yasuo is depending like looking at the circumstances, by getting hard outranged, playing pretty well. Okay, good for bot lane, engage. Meanwhile, the Fiora just solo killed the top lane. No, wait, he didn't solo kill, but he killed the top lane. Now they should be able to force tier 2 if they want to. Can get carried right after. Red side gets the top bottom tier 1. Blue side should get at least 50% of the HP of the top tier 2. And
they get the whole tower.
They get the entire tower. They should go Herald right after here. They should not fight this dragon, since they're really like they're not as enough ahead to fight this dragon. I think this is pretty bad, especially since Fiora is really good at split pushing with the Divine Thunderer and.
But they're going dragon anyways.
They are going for the dragon actually. The Corki has no package.
Full package. So
this could be the throw since Red side is really well. And scales pretty good into this.
Okay, nice meteor.
Red side
nice
gets
ultimate
the dragon, but
Yasuo.
They all up. They are all looked up.
And the Yasuo is dead. This is not fair because they just managed to get a lot of their ults just stacked up with each other because the red side did not clear out.
This was pretty misplayed by the red side. I think they should not start the dragon here. They should prefer to push the lanes and wait for blue side to get into the pit. Because
in my opinion, I don't even believe that's the real problem. It was the fact that when they started the Drake, their all was near the pit. They could have pulled the Drake out.
They got 5-man pulled by the Darius E, got all armor penetrated by the Darius. This 5-man Ziggs ult was pretty insane. And then just a massacre basically from the Darius, getting 5 stacks, getting an ult reset. And the Ziggs poking from behind the pit. Just led to this. The important thing to notice is the red side got what they wanted, they got the dragon. If they get the mountain dragon, if red side gets this mountain dragon, the game might be winnable. I don't think otherwise this game is much more winnable for red side. They have to go for this this mountain dragon. If they don't get this mountain dragon, I don't think they have any chance of winning.
By the way, meanwhile we was talking, the Darius got the Rift Herald.
Oh yeah, true. This Rift Herald should be pretty good. They can get mid tier 1 of
okay, they're looking for it.
For a catch. Is the Corki
They get them to catch.
The Corki has a patch. The Corki has a patch.
Nice.
He's changed his seat. Very nice. That was a nice catch. I think the Corki was a bit slow on the reaction. I think. I believe there was a bit of time to react on this. With the
because the Corki just got out of the range of Riven. The Corki was just out of range for Riven's third Q, so yeah, they had time to react.
Yes, I think he could have reacted to this. I don't think he expected everyone to trap it, that's why he didn't use it. I think this is probably really huge for red side. But blue side still has the Herald and has a 6. 6W, top tier 3 with Herald, it's no problem, it's pretty much free. If they group bot lane once, the top tier 3 is instantly gone, they can't push about that. If blue side wants to do that, they can also go for the mid tier 1.
I think you're you're becoming robot, Lolas.
Not exactly, they will go for
Lolas, I think you're becoming robot.
I think, yeah, very much possible.
Okay, kind of a waste of ult, but he got some damage out of it. The red side could actually trap the Fiora if anything.
They could go for the Fiora, but I think the Fiora if they would have went for the Fiora here, blue side could have went for the Herald, the Baron instantly. They have the DPS with the Ziggs and the Corki. The Fiora gets a 1v2, never mind, almost got the 1v2 kill there on the Baron. Meanwhile, mid lane was almost also caught. They are starting the Baron up here now. I think this Baron is really bad. I don't think they should do this. Yeah, they back off. They really just need to wait, get some more items. A Corki with I just noticed the Corki is going for the mana builder, not
okay. Alright,
Very
nice
flawless.
knockup. Yasuo.
Yeah. Very
The
nice knockup.
the Thresh is
Darius
dead.
has 5 stacks though. Darius almost has 5 stacks. He has 4 stacks. The Thresh is getting caught out. Red side should
And
be
now they
able to do
turn
better
back to
now. Red
Yeah.
side should be able to do better now. The Darius has no flash. He has no way to enter this better.
Nice ultimate. Darius is not getting anything. Yeah, he tried to get a kill on the Nami, but wasn't able to find anything.
But he got the kill on the Nami.
No, he
there
went.
was-
I meant when I said get the kill, I mean like actually smite the Nami with his ultimate, so he can carry on getting his.
I don't
team
think
up.
that would have been enough anyways, but he at least got the kill, so this is all good. This is a
Fair
1-for-1. The problem now is Blue side has no jungler for the dragon. The dragon is spawning here. Both sides have no setup, but the red side is on the map earlier. The problem is Garen is still on top lane. I don't think red side should start this dragon right now. The Corki has the package. They have to wait for the Garen, and when the Garen comes, the Darius will also almost be there. So this fight will be a 5v5. And just from looking at the items and the champions, blue side should win this pretty hard.
I do agree with you that blue side right now, even if they do start a Drake and Darius wasn't here, it would be a bad idea because of the Corki package. If it's played well, it could really screw over your team fight. So right now, their best play right now is to stall out time for the Corki package to run out of time, and then
Yeah, the
try
Corki package is gone now. The Corki package is gone now.
It's gone.
They
Yeah,
don't.
now
I
they
don't
can
think they
start.
have an exact tracker though, so they might still think it's up. They will have about a clue though that it's gone now. Just at the points right now currently. They still have no wards in the jungle though. This is really important to notice. They both have no wards in the
No what? So they have
No
no
one to
information
flank.
on what the other team.
They have
Yeah.
no wards. I think this Darius, if he wanted to, he could go on a flank here with the Thresh together.
Okay,
But
the Garen has been taken. Oh,
Okay.
Garen's dead.
they are going to get engaged on.
The
Corki
Darius is
killed the
dead.
Yasuo in the mid lane. They win the team fight though. This was really uncoordinated.
Nice.
That's really split up.
It's a 4-3 trade. Nice.
It's a really well kiting by the Admiral though for sure, and by the 6 on the Corki. You can stay so there. Get the dragon now, which will make them be really strong. They have Infernal Drag and Mountain Drag. This gives them a lot of free stats, which make them really strong. The Riven also has Death Dance after this camp now. Death Dance has 3 items. This is really good. Death Dance is a really strong item on the Riven. Since you have a shield that basically blocks the damage you get from Death Dance all the time. And it scales with 80. Okay, you don't actually quite have the entire Death Dance. Not yet. There's still a little bit of gold missing. After this red buff, she has it now though. She won't recall though. She will stay and not get the Death Dance. Oh, never mind.
The universe craves chaos. Heart is emotion.
Blue side is looking up to set up a possible gank or not a possible gank, a possible surpriser.
So Darius finds the Riven here. Darius finds the Riven. They find the Riven. They get the Riven. This is really, really good. Fiora is playing against Yasuo. They back off. They get out. The red side should okay. Nice try by the Darius flashing in here. But he will get caught out. The Nami is one shot. Nami is going to die. The Ezreal is really low. The Gaidon is really low. Meanwhile, all this is happening. The Fiora is still pushing bot lane, getting an entire tower. Now. And they aren't able to stop the Fiora. They need at least 2 people or more. So, and since they are both half HP, I think Fiora could go and outplay them if he wanted. Yasuo is killing
the Yasuo is up. Oh,
okay, the Ezreal can't go in here. Maybe the Fiora can go for the Ezreal though. She has flash. She goes for him, but the Ezreal still has Zonya. Fiora gets out. This was the flash from Ezreal and exhaust, and the Zonyas from Ezreal. This is really good. Now the Ezreal has no exhaust, flash, and Zonyas for the next dragon fight. Next fight in general. The Sierra is doing a lot of work on sideline and they have no way of stopping her. What's also important to notice, Red side also has no magic resistance at all almost. Currently they have only 3 mercs. That's all they have on magic resistance. Also the Yasuo is not going for an Infinity, she decided to go for the Bloodthirster. So there's no Infinity again. Missing out on 30% of 30% crit damage, that's really big. A lot of damage. Please grab 30%. They will fight catch here, they will get this thing. They could end this game off with this fight, I think. Yasuo is getting a good ult, getting into J now. Corki is pushing the Riven away. They are able to kill them. They could end this game, I believe.
Mid, looks like mid, no, top tier, top in here is gonna be taken, I believe.
The Riven can kill this 6 if she wants to, yeah. The Riven is hard winning this 21. Exactly, Corki is going to hit. Mid lane is gonna get taken too. Dude, Darius is meanwhile taking the
mid in here is taken.
They get 2 tier 3s and they get 2 tier 3s here and they get some dragons. Really good. The 6 Ws, yes, 6 Ws here. The Fiora's getting for the Nexus dive on the Nami. In enough up though, it should be game. It should be game.
And it is game.
Nice. GG's.
GG's. 1-for-1 trade. 1-1.
1-1, yes.
Is it looking like it's going to be a long series?
Yes.
Good. It's great that blue team manages to fight back and not just go down after losing that first game. That's what we like to see. We like to see some good matches, not a one-side stomp.
Yes, exactly. Having some close matches is a lot more interesting than seeing stomps and 1v9s. So I think having this, seeing that Blue Side is also able to win some games and being able to play very well on that split pushing Fiora, getting a lot of value and at least distracting 1 to 2 people all the time is really well executed there.
One of the things I wanted to talk about is actually if you look at the damage, who did the most damage in the game? Ziggs. Like Ziggs,
yeah, probably Ziggs. Exactly.
It's just so hard. It's just so hard for Ziggs to never be number 1 in damage because all that just poke damage and how far he can hit you from. It just makes sense why he does a lot of damage.
Yes. His control is really nice on everything. It was very obvious that the Ziggs and the Ezreal will have probably one of the most highest damage in the game since they have really high range, and since the Darius is really getting kited easily. The Riven, the Fiora is getting kited pretty easily, and the Fresh can be kited. The Ezreal is really good here. I think if Ezreal went Cyril does Grudge here instead of the Mortal Reminder, it would have been a lot better though.
Oh, I'm coming.
Okay, so it appears there's gonna be a 3 to 5 minute break, real quick. I would recommend everyone to get something to drink, since this will be a pretty long series. I feel like.
Yeah, I would say get something to drink, maybe get like a snack or something because, hey man, this is worth.
These teams are pretty on the same skill level. They are playing very similar to each other. They are playing very well. And you will see probably 5 games, I feel like.
I'm gonna be back in a second.
So we see the Lee Sin ban here again. It's the first ban. The Garen ban this time. Seems like they had enough of the Garen top lane. Playing very well in the early game, having a lot of pressure.
All right, I'm back. Oh, so
Hello, welcome back. Draft started already.
the game has started. Lee Sin ban as usual. Me and Zuya or Lolas has both said.
Yes.
The Lee Sin ban is kind of not really needed. Same with Vidgar.
Yes.
The Garen ban. I mean, Garen has been played this whole season and this whole series, and has been just really obnoxious to deal with. Fiora is a lane bully and just wins most lanes, so
Yes.
understandable.
Just going for the Kavin.
Brand being banned. I mean, I don't believe Brand is one of those champions that warrants a early ban. When there's champions like Aatrox, there's champions like Gwen, Zoe. Like these heroes are open, and you're banning Brand. I'm not really sure.
Yeah, I find this really
understand
interesting. There was
the
no
Fiora,
dynamic, there was
Garen, and Morgana ban.
Yeah, I find this really
Kha'Zix picked. All right. Well, you've already heard our thoughts on that. Tristana and Yuumi pick is really strong. Tristana and Yuumi pick is really strong. Vex is now picked out again, or you're gonna start seeing hell. You're gonna see hell from these people playing against Vex, man.
Okay.
Karma is being picked as well because of the good shielding she gives to the Kha'Zix Vex, and potential tank on the team, and also the ADC, just allowing his team to have more survivability. And Ziggs. So now Tristana, Ziggs, and Yuumi means that they have a good backline. where no one on the opposite team can actually. That's not true because Vex and Kha'Zix can dive the back line, so it's actually kind of different.
The problem with Yumi Kha'Zix interaction.
But Ziggs is always going to be good because of the fact that he's a long range artillery mage that can also just poke you from so far away. He can also position himself, reposition himself by using his W onto himself. So, and also take towers quickly.
Yeah, so
Ezreal being banned. Ezreal's being banned because of how safe he is. Great scaling champion. And Darius being banned is another type of hero that's been played throughout the whole series, and he does his job. But I don't know about banning Darius right now when he hasn't really been shown to win. Oh wait, actually he won the last game. Never mind. Lucian being banned, people are just there. I'm guessing the Tristana just doesn't want to deal with the Lucian being very aggressive in that lane and wants to be able to scale somewhat safely in the lane. So lane phase, which makes sense. Camille is really well. I actually don't. Okay, I understand why they would ban Camille. I guess because they don't want the Camille to dive onto their ADC, the potential ADC. Or Karma and just execute them. Oh, and Kha'Zix too. Fair enough. Vi's been picked. Okay, so Yumi Vi is going to be really strong. Samira's being picked into this comp. I'm not really sure why Samira's being picked here.
Yes, it's pretty bad here. She doesn't really have the range to keep up. Also, they have a lot of weapons with the here.
Samira's set.
So one thing I want to mention though, the Yumi is a direct counter to Kha'Zix. Basically, Kha'Zix can't jump on either the person that Yumi sits on, because the person will never be isolated and the Kha'Zix will never get his damage off. So the Yumi is a really cock block for the Kha'Zix and really just a straight up counter for Kha'Zix.
Cal, remember Samira's on the blue side, Yumi's on the red side, so no, it wouldn't be this Yumi onto the Samira.
No, I mean,
it'd be something completely different.
Yeah.
But Yumi Nautilus is interesting.
Yeah, this is Nautilus top lane. This Nautilus is going to be playing against the set. Nautilus is a really strong champion, having a lot of continuous DPS with the W, getting so much damage. It's in the early game and mid game he can go for the Sunfire.
But I do agree with you in the sense that you're having Samira against a lot of CC while not really having much CC of your own other than Karma's ult and W and Vex and kind of Set's ult kit as well. So chat, who do you think is going to win this game? I'm guessing from you, Cal, do you think that red side's going to win?
Personally, I feel like the Vex just has a lot of power. They have a lot of good engage. The Kha'Zix is not gonna get much value in this game though. He's gonna get locked down, the Kha'Zix, straight up countering the Kha'Zix. The Kha'Zix is not gonna be the main carry here.
Come in and out. You might want to come in and out. Logan.
Yes.
Rejoin the.
Can you hear me now?
Which is like really team dependent. Like I get what you're saying. Samira's is so team dependent. It's kind of crazy because She needs a lot of CC on her team because that allows her to actually dive in, get into the other team safely. And then she also needs that the other team doesn't have much CC because if they have CC, anytime she ults, they just stop her from really ulting that much. Unless you play her kind of like Katarina, and you can then stop yourself from actually being CC'd because you just wait for everyone to run out of CC.
I think this drop
Oh, Sturmir is killed. Tristan gets the sec. No. Okay.
Hello?
Let's look at item builds right now. I know it's really early, but okay. So it looks like it's kind of just similar normal items. It looks like everyone's building normal items, other than the fact that Karma's already building Grievosaur, which would make sense because she's just trying to negate the link on Yumi. Although I kind of disagree with using that because of the fact that, you know, Yumi's healing is more flat rather than actual percentage. So I can't really screw that over as much as we would want to.
Hello?
And the top side has also the top side has been killed. Was that the set has been killed by the Vi. That's actually quite decent because it allows the Vi to scale harder. Hello?
Hello? Can you hear me?
Hello?
Hello, hello?
Oh, yeah, you can hear me.
Can you hear me?
So yeah, one of our casters are not being able to be heard right now. Okay, first trick is up. It seems that they decided to go for a consensus swap. So the red side gets the Infernal Drake, and the blue side gets then Rip Power. Try and speak now. You should be able to speak, no?
Yes, hello?
Yeah, give me a second. Say something now.
Yeah?
Yeah, we can. I can hear you.
Yeah, perfect.
Wrath needs to leave and come back, and then we can hear you.
Oh, so you can't hear me?
No. Wrath owner needs to come leave and then come back, and you'll be able to hear you. But back to what we're talking about, he said someone in the chat said Vex is getting gold better at the time, and Kha'Zix needs to carry hard for this game.
Just because they have a Vex, they have a set, they have a wombo combo. It's really easy to execute.
Yeah, I think you can be heard by the cross now, so you can carry on talking now.
Okay, I can talk now.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, yeah. So basically, I think not Kavin needs to carry this. I think they have a easy wombo comp. So blue side comp is way easier to execute this game than red side comp. They have wombo combo. They just need to go in, set it to engage. The Vex follow up will set it tanky as fuck. The Vex one shots everyone. And I think they should
excuse his French because he didn't mean to say that.
Huh?
We swore.
Yeah, let's see the card. It's almost funny. Dying. So you will see like a lot of early game strength by the red side, a lot of domination. I think it was pretty expected by the Vi being able to get easy ganks off with the ultimate with the mobility she has. She's going for a serrated Dirk, going for some kind of lethality item and interferes. I don't know about that. I think she should go more of a tanky way, since she has the Tristana, she has the Ziggs and a Yumi. Yumi is really good in extended fights, so going for a bursty kind of build is not that great. Going for a Edge of Night. I mean, Edge of Night I can see why. It's not the best though. That's okay. Even though I still think that blue team comp is way easier to execute. They are really behind now though, so it will be interesting how to times. See, 4 people seem to go for an engage. Not getting a lot though. Man kann mich wirklich hören. So they seem to be picking up the Rift Turret now, getting the mid tier 1. Okay, stealing the enemy blue invading. Pretty effective.
Tristana manages to secure a kill against the Samira.
When what? Huh?
Oh, and the Vex misses his ultimate, so he's not able to kill. Oh, Vex! Oh, nice play by the Vex. The Vex is also building it's going an interesting building. He decides instead of going Ludens first, he decides to go a more tankier route by going Road of Ages straight into Deathcap. Which, when you're looking on it against the next team, I kind of could understand why. He just wants to have more time to really throw out his abilities. It makes sense. Nice by the set, but no one really follows up the engage. Oh. And the Simiris. Oh, double kill, triple kill, quadra kill by the Tristana. What a good play. It's really upsetting because the fact that it was kind of janky what happened. So the set jumps in and ults one of the players and then decides to face breaker both. But it took too long for his team to really take advantage of the crowd control that Set put out. And by the time that was even the case, Set was already dead. And Tristana already had at max stacks of lethal tempo. So it was just too much. Oops, my bad. I was behind the stream. My bad. Oh, meanwhile, the Revive manages to secure a kill for his legendary. Hello?
Hello?
Can they still not hear us?
I don't know.
Can they still not hear us?
Wait.
Can they still not hear us? Yo.
Legendary.
Yeah, they can hear us.
It doesn't seem like it.
At least I can hear myself in the stream. So sorry about that. Let me get a stream. Yeah, it's best of 5. Yeah, it's best of 5. So right now the series is tied 1-1.
They can't hear us.
No, really, you can't hear me.
Okay, they hear you. They can't hear either of us. I opened the stream. You can't hear.
Oh, so now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I told you he can hear me.
I'm so confused.
But let's look at what's happening mid lane. Mid lane is just two. Oh, somehow manages to kill. That was called the Ziggs manages to secure a kill. Oh, and the set is killed as well. Ah, this is not looking good for the blue team. Mid tower is taken by the red team. Oh, Tristana jumps in and then she goes back, gets the mid inhib has been taken. Bot and top inhib is looking like they're being taken as well. Oh, this is looking really bad. Really bad. And it's game.
Domination.
This series is now 1-2-2. Team Kavin.
This looked like a pretty big stomp. 20-2. That's pretty
Yep.
huge.
Because
Pretty
it was, to be
big
honest,
sum.
to be honest, this was just a draft diff. Even people in the chat was talking about how you shouldn't really be going Samira in a situation like this. You just don't have enough CC to abuse the Samira, to allow the Samira to actually abuse them.
No, I think it's not that they didn't have enough CC. I think the enemies had too much CC. She also went really far behind in the early game, which is not allowed to happen on a champion like Samira that really likes
That's
to snowball. They lost everyone on the map basically. They had a really easy comp to execute in team fights. They had the set to just go in, able to CC 5 people, slow them by like 90%. The Vex ult coming right after that. They had a really easy team comp being executed on team fights. It's just they fell behind in the early game by the early game Vi gangs, and that just really made them hard to play any fights. In my opinion, at least.
So now it's at the situation where it's 2-1. Does Team Kavin actually close this one out and make it a 3-1, or does Team Cub come back with a clutch win, making it 2-2 going into game 3?
Yes, going to game 4.
I mean, no, yeah, game 4. You right, yeah, game 4.
yes.
Yeah.
This seems really interesting. Yes, I mean, this was a pretty hard stomp, as we saw. They played the early game very well. They went for like a kind of assassin build on the Vi, which snowballed really strong. It's gonna be interesting to see if they will start banning the Vi now. Start banning those picks they brought into series, or if they continue banning champions like Lee Sin and Veigar. It will be for sure interesting. And Garrett first ban, it's okay, I see it, I see why, there's a lot of reason to. It's just not the best ban, the best pick. There's not that big of a need to ban it first. They will go for a brand ban this game again.
No ban is actually decent. Fiora ban. Yeah, Fiora, as we already said, is a great lane bully and can just really scale well into late game, so it's fine to be banned. It was good. In this series, they do not want to see one game of Morgana. Oh my gosh, they do not want to see one game of Morgana.
It's important to notice though, a lot of strong champions are getting left open again. This time the Lee Sin is actually open. So it will be interesting if they pick it up or not, if the ban was on with a right, or if it was just a useless ban they wanted to put out there. It's gonna be interesting to see that. The Yuumi first pick. Okay. It's gonna be interesting to see. Yuumi, really strong champion, having really good poke. Really underrated in a lot of leagues and tournaments. I think she's really strong. She has good laning phase, she has good poke, she has a good team fight, and she's really strong with any bruiser and any AP champion. Okay, they will be picking up the Nautilus again. It's gonna be interesting to see if it will be Nautilus top lane or maybe even jungle, since the jungle clear of Nautilus is really not that bad. It's probably better than Riven's jungle clear. So for sure interesting to see. And the Gwen is getting picked up for the first time. So it appears the hover is there. Okay,
oh yeah, Gwen is actually gonna be picked up.
They will. No, it's not. They opt
Renekton.
into a Renekton. Yeah. I don't really see why. It's the better blind pick, sure, yes. But you can also pick the Gwen and swap it into the jungle and play a Riven top lane. So I think Gwen would have been really insane here, especially since she hard counters tanks like Nautilus. Riven mid, I think. I don't think Riven mid is that good at the moment, because especially AP champions are really strong. You saw the AP champions always dealing a lot of damage, the Ziggs, the Corki, everything like that. I just think Riven mid is not that good because she gets outranged really hard. There is not much she can do to prevent those. So we will be banning Senna, Nami on side of blue. That is understandable, I think. The Nami is really good in disengage. The Senna, not really, since they will be going for the CC tank, in my opinion, anyways.
There's Yumi, Tristana, Nautilus. Okay. Leonard, Ezreal bot lane.
I think
Riven
one of the best
jungle,
picks this game for blue side. If they pick Gwen now, they win the draft straight up. They can pick anything else, but if they pick Gwen, they just win the draft. I think there is okay.
They go by, and then
Vi. They will go some mid laner. They will go some mid laner. Maybe some AP assassin. Maybe something like Akali. Be interesting to see.
I feel like always to say Ziggs, but Ziggs has been picked. Orianna is most likely what's gonna happen.
Orianna's also open. There is also stuff like Catherine open, which can't be underestimated. I think Catherine is not good here though, since he gets hard locked down. Okay, they're going for the Twisted Fate. I like the Twisted Fate here. A lot of roaming potential, then a lot of CC, a lot of single target CC again on Kavin's side.
They're going for a pick pump instead. So essentially, they're just gonna be picking on one person.
I think going for a hyper carry mid lane here is the exact wrong play. You should not go for Yasuo or Yon or something like that. Diana is really good. I think Diana is one of the strongest champions in the meta right now. That is not getting banned permanently. She is. She has a lot of burst. She has a lot of team fight. She's really tanky. There is a lot of different ways you can build her, and she's just really strong, really strong. It's interesting to see though that there is not a single Olaf being picked. Olaf neither was banned or picked in a single game, and he would have been good in this game especially. Opting the Renekton into mid lane, hard countering, almost Twisted Fate. You can go Riven top lane and go for a Olaf jungle with a Leona as setup, and Olaf just runs them all down. This will be interesting for sure, I think. If we see another Olaf could be very, very interesting in these drafts, since he is a very simple champion that has very easy execution. For the early game, I think the Renekton and Riven have a lot of early game power. I think the Riven should camp the Renekton here a bit. Ganking the Nautilus, getting Nautilus behind, getting a lot of gold on the Riven so she can snowball every other lane. The Tristana Yumi will be scary. They aren't killable on lane, I think. They just don't misplay it. That's kind of good. And late game team fights are very interesting to see played out. I think blue side wins though, red side wins those fights though, because of the Diana having so much impact later on. You will see that's going into the game. They're going for level 1 invade here. CUB teams going for level 1 invade. They were spotted though. They know they are there. Tristana pushed their lane in now. You and Tristana are on the way. Twisted Fates, they have a lot of single targets. They should not underestimate them. Now they are getting the they are walking out. Okay. They are walking out. They disengage this. Otherwise getting a blue buff.
To be honest, that really did end up being a loss, a net negative, because of the fact that they just lost the whole wave of farm. One,
yes.
Two, the Riven is actually starting clearing even slower than the Vi, so she's always going to be behind when it comes to rotations and tempo.
Yes. This invade wasn't really good. Like, they put him very behind. The Ezreal is a good lane bully, and he should lane bully this lane. The fact that they invaded, lost an entire wave, will make it a lot weaker, will make him a lot weaker in lane, will not be able to poke as much. Also, the Leona gets a lot from XP because she's really tanky with her W. And use those early game pause engages on level 3 to 5. Which is gonna be very interesting to see if she finds something. Overall though, the blue side is in a way better spot currently, being already 500 gold ahead, almost 400 gold ahead in minutes 2, which is not bad. All because this invade was a mistake. They got invaded, they got lost waves, lost jungle clear, everything. Now they know the Riven is on the crux and stop her from taking them themselves, which is really well played. The Riven is gonna be really weak this game. She's really not able to farm a lot. Getting counter jungled by Vi. Now walking into her bot side jungle, going to clear up the top side. Probably going to look on a gank on the Nautilus. But the Vi is already there. The rank not playing very defensive though. So that's won't be anything happening yet. It's really opted into a recall, getting a...
And they secured a kill on the Renekton. Nice.
Got a kill on the Renekton, which is very nice. With a nice rotation by the Twisted Fate with the ultimate that I am not able to follow up. Which is very nice.
Oh, this could be terrible. Actually, no, just Tristana's just able to get out. Nice ult by Yumi, saving the
that's
Tristana.
exactly the thing. Tristana and Yumi are not being able to get... They only use barrier. They still have Exhaust, Ignite and Flash. And ultis on Tristana. So they are really not getting... dying in this lane. There is almost no way they die in this lane. Especially since Riven is that far behind. She also is not able to gank anything. So we'll see that a lot. She will just be walking around, not doing a lot. You will see the Renekton going for a sharp shot on the top lane, getting the poke damage, but at the end losing the trade because Nautilus is a balanced champion. I think his first item finished off.
Nautilus is a balanced champion.
Yes, for sure. Very balanced. He just loses every trade.
Do you think that Renekton should have gone? Oh wait, never mind. Renekton is going Kraken Slayer. Never mind.
Yeah, he went Kraken Slayer. It is the wrong play, my opinion.
Really, why? You think
the enemies have a Yumi, a Nautilus, and a Vi. They all prefer extended fights. The Renekton is not the main carry this game. He can't do much. It's way better for him to be a little more tanky, having that little bit more healing, and just helping his team a lot more in the front line and peeling for the Diana and Ezreal. I feel like also if he went Conqueror, he wins those trades because of the healing. He gets back from his Q and stuff because it's pretty good. He has a lot of sustain. And the bonus 8 is really
once again is not able to secure a kill or anything like that. At least he stops his laners from being, you know, killed. So that's still good.
It's gonna be interesting to see what happens next. I got for a Jack now. The Riven is alone currently. Diana is rotating though. It's a bit later than the Twisted Fate. Blue side is a bit out of position, but they are together now. Red has the better team fight though. The Renekton is going to be there before the Nautilus is going to be able to enter. So, okay, never mind.
Nice
Nautilus
stun by the...
What a nice stun. The Diana ult. 5-man Diana ult. Yeah, this team is hard winning for... Yeah, this team is hard winning for that set. And the Leona flashes forward and gets the root and gets the Tristana. It was very well played by the Riven and the Diana. So hitting the 5-man ult with the Diana was very nice. Yeah, this is what I meant. The Diana will have so much value, it's so easy to execute. It's just gonna be really strong. That's why I was so surprised that she's not getting picked up earlier in the drafts. She just has a lot of oppression in the laning phase. She can also be picked up jungle, so she's a flex pick. for free lane, she can also play top lane for some counter picks. Which is really interesting to see that we see her now playing mid lane and winning hard. Winning hard. Now the red side is going to go for the Herald. It's a 4v4 with 80 kills on the bot lane. That Tristana has cryo though. The Tristana could, if she wanted, after this wave, rotate to Herald. She's not going to get it. Instead going to attack her. Red buff is going. Red Herald is going to be taken by the red side.
Ooh, a double kill, triple kill.
Triple kill. It's gonna be a quarter kill. Never mind. Not quite. They get the mid tower now though. Should nothing be able to stop
mid tier
them.
Mid tier 3 is taken.
Now they could go into bot lane and instantly take bot tier 1 if they wanted to. Instead they go for the mid lane tier 2.
Oh yeah, come on. You're right.
Okay, they go for the mid lane
Trying to get tier 2.
This is really strong for them. They're really ahead now.
And as I've always said, getting mid towers is the most important because of the fact that mid tower allows you free access into their jungle without being affected as bad as if you were to go for side lanes. That's the thing.
So Leona's getting engaged now, but it was the fact that is not being able to deal enough damage to kill her. She's just gonna walk out. There was no ult for the Twisted Fate now though, so this is gonna be really bad for the blue side. Because if the Twisted Fate is ult, they can at least play on side lanes. Now they cannot do much. They will just be getting stomped, I think. The Diana can look for the Riven Diana can look for invades. They win hard. They're really strong. Diana almost has her Ravodon's death cap now. The Leona's building form is probably there's no lane side of the red side though. So there is no.
Nautilus looks like he's about to die.
Oh, Nautilus getting engaged.
Yeah, Nautilus
is dead.
Engaged.
No flash, nothing. Yeah, he's gonna die. They get to top tier and this is really well executed. Snowballing the early game out of control now. Being able to just get catches everywhere, getting towers. They could go for the top tier 2 now. They have nothing.
And else Tristana secures a 1v2. Else called secures a kill against the Ezreal.
Diana's coming in now though. Diana's coming in. They have no summoners. Diana can kill these if she wanted to. I think she's not going to though. She's going to take off. She's probably going to get rubber and stuff. No one. What she can do. She's gonna push one more wave. The Tristana is really strong though now. She got a lot of solo EXP, which she gets really well with EXP because of her passive that gives her bonus range and bonus attack speed.
No, it just gets bonus range, doesn't give the attack speed.
Something else, it does give something else though, I'm pretty sure.
It gives bonus range on her E and I believe W.
Yeah, and her auto attack.
Yeah. And an auto attack, yeah.
Yes. So you will see this that Team CUB has a lot of vision control now. They can invade this, they can invade everything, they can basically do whatever they want. They're really based now though, so they actually can't do much since they are in numbers disadvantage no matter what happens. Because they're just in base. The Renekton is getting engaged by the Noxus now though. There's nothing much he's doing though. Renekton also went for a Hullbreaker. This is really interesting. I don't think this is the correct choice. Since they hard win teamfights, he should just go for a teamfight oriented build with
and the Yumi for some reason is not stuck onto a carry and is murdered. Same with the Vi. Oh, Tristana? Oh!
The Diana is going to chase. Diana is overextending though. Getting exhausted now. The Nautilus is tanky as shit. Not being able to kill the Diana, so Diana survives and this is a complete massacre. But I don't think there is anything they can do.
Nice snipe by Sanchi.
So Yumi is the only one respawning. Diana is, Vi is respawning in 4 seconds. They will be able to get 2 inhibitors. They are going for the, no, they're resetting everyone. They blue side sees it though, so they can take one of the 2 objectives now, if they want to. They have vision on everyone right now. They can go for Dragon. The Vi could go for Dragon right now. She's not gonna be on time though. The Riven is walking there already. Diana's also on the way. The Ezreal is finishing the Rift Herald. the Vi is looking to steal this dragon, but I feel like if she wants to steal this dragon, hopefully the hopes to get not reset. Okay. The Riven, this cheap COB will secure this dragon again. Will be able to get the second Drake. Has Infernal and Mountain Drake now, which gives them so much value. AD and armor magic, it's so huge. Also, they aren't full AD like the last few times, so they have this Diana. This is really fat. She has 2 items at 11 minutes, being really a lot of gold. And just being able to basically 1v2 already.
Oh, and the sister has been caught out.
Really good, but the Vi is really tanky going for the engagement. Diana has the Sonya, so Diana's really low. Riven is really low. Okay, so the Vi drops in, the Nautilus comes in.
Nautilus is dead as well. This is looking like a very nice cleanup.
And this is the game, I think. They have the Rift Herald, the Renex is attacking the Nexus. This should be the game, yes. GG's.
So, red team wins. It is now even 2-2. But who will be the winner? Will it be Kavin or will it be Team Cup?
Yeah, this will be really interesting. We're going into in a game 5, seeing stomps in the last 2 games from both teams. One time, the Kavin is going stomped. This time, the COB stomped completely through the early game. This will be very interesting to see after the first 4 games, stomping from both sides, and also pretty close games in the first 2 games. This is going to be very interesting.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go because I'm gonna have to go. So that's my own thing. So the lone commentator now is gonna be Zuya. I'll see you guys later, and hopefully the last game will be a
Wait,
great
you need to
game.
invite me though. You need to invite me. Invite me to the lobby.
Oh yeah, I'll invite you, Dora.
Good. Alright, man. Take care then. Have a great night.
See you.
Evening. Okay. Thank you very much. All right then. Right, so we're going into draft 5 now. It will be interesting if we see Olaf this game. Olaf can be really oppressive and strong in the early game, snowboarding very hard. Very interested what the bans would be this game. We saw the bans ranging from everywhere, but the most consistent bans were the Morgana and the Brand. And the Garen now again, the Campbell again. It's very interesting. It's red side OP. Yeah, sure. Okay, so we see the Fiora ban on COB side and the Brand ban again. So we're banning top laners, a lot of them. This will be very interesting. The Ziggs ban now coming out and the Leona ban. Seems like they're very scared of the Leona that snowballed really well in the early game. Having a lot of lane pressure. Seeing a lot of stuff happening. First picking Ezreal here, being pretty dominant apparently in the state of the games. Seeing him banned or picked every game so far. Playing consistently pretty well. Haven't seen a lot though. He was playing very well. The damage always spoke for himself, dealing one of the most damages every game, having a lot of lane control. Oh, Veigar left open this time actually, so Veigar's gonna get picked up by Red Set here. This will be very interesting to see. Also a Braum pick against the Ezreal. I don't really see that because Braum gets poked a lot in laning phase, and one of Braum's weaknesses is getting poked and getting poked out of lane and just not being able to frontline a lot because yeah, he's low already before the fight even starts. Jax picked up now. Jax is a really oppressive and strong top laner. Because Fiora is banned out, there's very few champions that counter him anymore. There is Gwen. Gwen also gets countered by Jax though. There is Aatrox. There's a few options they have that are really strong in the game right now, but technically seen, they are getting countered by the Jax. The Jax gonna be picked up here and being really strong. The Riven jungle again, saw her being played a few times. Every time she played really well. Snowballed the early game very strong. Just saw some throws in the mid game which costed the game I think one time. Seeing the Malphite selection to the Jax now, it's gonna be really interesting to see that lane dynamic. If the Jax goes the Grass build or the Conqueror build, is gonna be very interesting. He might also go for the Leafy Tempo. I think the Grass build is generally a little bit stronger though. Morgana banned this time, which is very reasonable in my opinion, since the Veigar catch is getting completely negated by the Morgana E. The Malphite ult is getting completely negated. The Braum. There is still no Olaf pick and ban, so it's still open for red side to pick this in this game, which would be very strong. They don't really have DPS to kill him in this game so far. Nautilus ban here too. I don't really see the Nautilus ban since they have a Braum. The Braum counters any engaged supports, and the top laner was picked already with the Jax or the Riven. Probably more like the Jax, so the Nautilus ban is pretty unreasonable in my opinion. Picking up the Lee Sin now too. The two champions that got banned in the first 3 games, every game got picked up now too. So let's see if the bans were reasonable or without any reason. The extra for blue side now has pretty good synergy with the Riven, and the Jax isn't really good into the Braum though. Can rotate a lot though, make plays, rotate around the map. The Veigar is really immobile. That's gonna be a very free gank. And Vex is pretty good here. Besides, they have a pretty thick frontline, which is able to tank basically the Vex completely. Misfortune is the AD carry pick, this last pick. It's very interesting. I don't think it's very good because they have a lot of mobility. They also have easy engage and pretty good CC. So we'll see about that pick. Team fights should be pretty favorable for red side if played correctly, since they have a simple wombo combo again with the Veigar cage, the Malphite ult. Lee Sin kick for catches or a good 5-man Lee Sin ult is also very nice. The Misfortune ults will be very essential. So fighting at choke points will be very hard for blue side. They have the sideline pressure though with the Jax, with the Vex, with the Alistar and Ezreal and the Riven. They can rotate very well on the sidelines, playing the 1-3-1 without any problems. Being able to snowball out of control here again, as we saw in the last game. So we are in game now. We will see the items getting picked up. The Riven deciding to start on her Raptors, while the Lee Sin is going towards his blue buff and resetting again for his top side probably. Although Alistair, Riven, and Vex seem to be invading here, this is gonna be very interesting to see if they will take this blue buff or back off. They won't take this blue buff, they will back off. They tried to trap someone, they didn't find anything. That was a very nice try. The Alistair is going in to clear the ward now, which means Ezreal is on the lane, pretty vulnerable to poke right now, but not really in any serious danger. Natos is doing stuff. Wait, what? So Lee Sin is on the cracks right now, could be looking for level 2 gank. It's not going to do it, it's going for the Raptors. While the Riven is clearing into the bot lane, might be looking for lane gank here if she wanted to. She can't do that, the wave's pushed in now, they have no wards on the bushes. She's not going to do that though, she's going to walk into the river, get the vision plan again, clear out some vision, and just get some info on the enemies. The sweeper was also taken already, so that's actually not possible. Going to invade the blue buff now though, while the Sin is going to invade the enemy blue buff. This is a map split, we see a map split here. From junglers splitting up the map into 2 halves, while the Sin is playing for the Malphite and the Riven is playing for the Alistar. I think the Sin should play for her misfortune though, because a Malphite will also always be tanky, even though, wait, I just see. The Malphite is going AP, as it appears. Which is very interesting. If this is an AP Malphite, it will just be nuking the enemies.
Slain. See the dragon fight now going into this
5-minute break. This fight is pretty losing for that side if played correctly by Blue. The Malphite is here though, so the Jax is going to get a lot of top lane cards. User just does not contest this, walks out. They know they are in disadvantage. This is a really bad fight for them. The Malphite one-shotting the Ezreal now almost completely. Being able to kill them. The Malphite actually going to die, giving a shutdown to the backside read. 400 good shutdown. Meanwhile, Jax got 3 tower plates top lane, which is really good for him. He's back into the game now, getting Trinity Force first, making him able to snowball this game too hard from now on. Malphite died. They get the Herald too. They get Dragon and Herald. They have the objective completely now. Jax is not going to be able to do much. It's match 5 now. It's 2-2. So it's best of 5. So it's last game. The Herald is going to be placed in mid lane now. Very interesting to see. They got the platings instead of going for the first tower. I think they could have went top lane and gotten the first tower. Probably wouldn't have gotten the plates though. Which is a lot of gold lost. Deciding to go for the gold instead. On to the listen. There is now a problem though. Blue side is reliant on snowballing this game. They lost the early game fights though, losing, not getting a lot in return. Didn't get the Herald either. Lost the Dragon by a lot. Everyone died. The Lee Sin is now almost is over 2k ahead on the Riven now. The Riven is really far behind, 2 levels below the Lee Sin. Lee Sin going for a top lane dive now with the Malphite together. Jax being able to outplay it though, getting a 1-for-1. This is really good for Jax. Was very well played by the Jax. I mean, I hope they are. I believe they are. So instead, now they get a 2-catch bot lane, which was very well executed. Very nice by blue side there. But especially by the Jax getting a 1-for-1 still, even though they are getting engaged 2-for-1.
Red team lost a turret.
Malphite coming in here though, he has flash and ult ready. He is really dangerous. Getting feared though, so the danger is dodge. Now Breath is really behind still. Almost never mind. Okay, they aren't as behind anymore. They have about 1.5k differential. The thing is just Red Side has a dragon and oh wow, the Vex just straight up one-shotting the Veigar here. Very nice, very good ult by the Vex. Riven going in now, a little bit of extending. The Alistar also following it up. They are completely overextending under the destroyers. Never mind, they are killing everyone. They are completely demolishing them. The Alistar tanking the entire tower for so long, not even losing half this HP. This is the strength of the Alistar ultimate, making him tank as shit. The Malphite trying to go in, not dealing enough damage for anything. Being pretty useless now. Veigar getting an ult on the on the Ezreal that flashed away. Veigar still dies though because Veigar ult. Now the whole thing settled and you will see. Blue side got back into the game really strong now. Only being behind about 800 gold, which is not bad at all. Considering they were behind like 3k gold earlier, 2k gold. Getting back some gold. Are going to contest this. They are trying to contest the Herald. The Riven is on her way, the Vex is also coming in. The Alistar is really tanky, as we just saw. The Jax is on the flank, kinda. While the others enter from the bottom. They see the Jax pretty soon though on the ward. Now they will see the Jax. They will be deciding to ignore the Vex and going in for the trap thing. Every is going to get engaged and die. The Vex getting the Sin, very nice, very good ult by the Vex. Now it's just a cleanup by the Vex and the Alistar, very nice combo by the Alistar, and now everyone is dead. This was a very clean fight by blue side here. A pretty bad decision by red side, ignoring the Jax completely, letting him jump into the backline of them. Being able to completely destroy the Misfortune and Veigar, not that them not being able to engage in the fight at all. Now they will also get the Dragon for free, probably. This is really good for blue side, getting the Infernal Dragon, being ahead at 2k gold now, being able to snowball this game probably. The Riven will be having free items very soon. The Riven is really strong now, being behind 2k gold to being even one or only 1k gold behind is really well and really good. While meanwhile the AP Malphite is not doing as much as expected. It appears, since he's just lane bullying, and since the laning phase is over, he was really not that useful. After the first 2 towers fell on the top lane, he was not doing a lot, tried to kill the Vex a few times, wasn't able to deal enough damage. The Malphite now trying to go for the Ezreal. Ezreal has good reaction time, the dash is away from it. Now they're pretty open, the Braum is getting really low. Vex not gonna hit anyone. They're getting kited by the Veigar and the Misfortune. Getting 1 kill in return though, the Ezreal hitting Q's dealing a lot of damage. The Ezreal is getting them really low. Few more Q's and he could kill them all. Meanwhile, yeah, they're going to back off. The Riven is going to clear her jungle again. Top lane and bot lane are both slow push waves, so there will be waves stacked up for the Jax, which is really nice. Jax will be really important this game. He decided to go for a Hullbreaker this game, but so far only grouped since then. I don't think this was a good option from him. I think him going something like that dance would have been a lot better for both team fights and split pushing, making him a lot more sustainable because of the grass that heals him up. Seeing the Misfortune almost having her Scylla special in days, having her 2 items, the Baron is going to spawn now. Probably going to get ignored for a while. Blue side is invading now. Red side has some pretty good, some okay-ish vision to see where they're going. Blue side placing the Herald on bot lane now, not going for the tower, just placing it, getting a little bit of damage on it. Meanwhile, red side is completely rotating over there. Jax is walking top side, getting top lane wave for free. While 4 men are grouping mid and bot lane together, and Jax is completely on the other side of the map. If they fight here, Jax will be getting a lot of gold, probably getting the entire tower, so Jax is just completely tower demolished. Jax will be trapped by the Malphite now. And the Malphite is walking out. Jax is gonna recall the Malphite, the Alistar and the Riven also just recalled. Ezreal is staying on the map though, while the rest is backing. The Ezreal will be off tempo a little bit. We'll also see the Ezreal going for Riftmaker now as the third item probably. Which is an interesting choice. For sure not a bad one. Riftmaker is really fun, I think. Sin will be taking blue buff now. The dragon will be spawning in around 1 minute and 30 seconds at least. Unless they're going for an engage here now, that seems to be... There's not going to be a fight, they disengage, they walk out. The Misfortune almost having 3 items now, which would be a really nice bounce back for her. The Edge of Night getting her a lot of safety in these fights. A little bit more. I don't think it does much though, because of the LS.WQ. It just removes the Edge of Night shield with W, and then you can Q afterwards. So it's not actually doing that much here. It's probably a bit overvalued. Otherwise, Jax is doing his split push thing. He seems to be going for the Wits and third here. Understandable when he plays against the Malphite on the side and so on. Malphite almost has this Rabadon step now finished, or the Dragon is spawning in 15 seconds. The Sin is finding a catch in the mid lane out on the Ezreal. She's going to Sonya's. Vega flashes forward to cage him. Ezreal dashes out though. Vex finding a really good ultimate, killing 2, now going on to the Sin. Sin is going to die too now. The Malphite ult hits the Vex. Malphite is just not doing any damage. Now the Vex misses the ult, the Alistair's tanking the entire tower and kept the Misfortune out of the entire fight. Misfortune was not allowed to deal any damage this time. Meanwhile, Jax got the bot lane in him and they are just wiping him. Jax flashes on the Misfortune, not quite able to get her. And they are going for the mid tier 3 now when the Misfortune is defending the Nexus. They trying to get, they seem to be trying to, never mind. They tried to go for an end here, they didn't, they fought differently though. They're going to reset now, and hopefully be going for the Dragon right after. This Dragon can be very, very game decisive, since this Dragon will give bonus AD or armor for each of the teams. AD, AP or armor magic resistance. It will be very interesting. This Malphite is not showing a lot of presence so far. This Malphite should have went for the tank for sure, being able to frontline for the Misfortune, but she's getting kept out from the fight by the Alistair, who is playing really well, keeping the Misfortune out. Also the Jax doing split push thing and just being able to get the inhibited tower. And they are still winning the 4v5, which is pretty good. Now Jax is going to split top lane, but they got Dragon. Looking for an invade catch. They're grouping 5 men in the bot side jungle though, where Jax is pushing top lane. So if they find something now, this is probably the best point of fighting ever. They're going on the Riven. The Riven is really tanky though. The Vex is coming in. Vex finds an ulti on the Lee Sin. Lee Sin is dead. The Malphite also gets one shot. Now the Malphite is going to get ulted by the Vex. Vex is jumping in. Vex gets stunned by the cage though. The Braum survives on 1 HP. The Jax is doing a split between though. Getting the tier 2 and going to get the tier 3 I believe. Never mind, going in, going to kill the Vex, the Vega. Now the Ezreal is just there to clean it up. This should be the game, I believe. Braum respawns. Lee Sin and Malphite take another 23 seconds to respawn. This should be game. That is a GG. GG to the CUB. CUB teams.